Munchies, welcome to anyone who is new to the channel. My name is Alyssia. If you've made healthy resolutions for the new year, the hardest part is sticking with it. We're almost 3 weeks into 2018, and around now is when the motivation might start to be fizzling out. That's why it helps to have a system in place to help you keep on track, like meal prep. So today I'm sharing some vegetarian meal prep recipes from my new Vegetarian Meal Prep ebook. If you're looking for more meal prep inspiration, definitely check out the ebook. It's got 35 meal preppable vegetarian recipes, and a lot of them are vegan or have vegan options as well. This is just one possible combination of meals from the ebook. You can of course mix and match the meals however you would like. I also just released a low carb meal prep recipe ebook as well. Today I've got a vegetarian breakfast, lunch, and dinner for you. They're fuel filled and so deliciously simple. For breakfast, I've got these pumpkin spice breakfast cookies. Let's be real, pumpkin spice is a year-round appropriate flavor. I mix pumpkin puree, an egg, milk of choice, sweetener of choice, coconut oil, and vanilla extract in one bowl. In another bowl, I combine oat flour, rolled oats, baking soda, cinnamon, pumpkin pie spice, and salt. I add the dry into the wet and mix to integrate. Feel free to stir in some chocolate chunks if you'd like. Then I can use a cookie scoop to drop dollops of the dough onto a baking sheet and slightly flatten them down with your hand. Bake until the tops are browned and cool completely on a wire rack before storing. They'll last a week or so in the fridge or a month in the freezer. So delicious and easy to grab and go, perfect for a simple meal prep breakfast. Thumbs up for cookies for breakfast. For lunch, I've got a curry cauliflower cashew bowl. I start by tossing cauliflower florets with chopped onion, avocado oil, and salt and pep on a pan. I roast that until golden. During that time, I can make my wild rice and my dressing. I combine olive oil, maple syrup, Dijon mustard, curry powder, ginger paste, and salt and pep. Once the cauliflower is roasted, I add it to a bowl with roasted cashews, chickpeas, and wild rice. I can either store the bowl and dressing separately for freezer meal prepping, or toss the mixture in the dressing, season to taste, and store in the fridge. Delicious. This will last 5 days in the fridge mixed, or 2 weeks in the freezer with the dressing stored separately. Curry, cashews, chickpeas, and cauliflower, the 4 C's that happen to be a super delicious combination. I love this as an on-the-go lunch or a quick fix dinner. If you want more easy meal prep recipes, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified of every new episode. The dinner I'm sharing today is a buffalo tofu stuffed sweet potato with a mango side salad. Now, I shared the buffalo tofu recipe in my 3-ingredient slow cooker episode. It's so easy, be sure to check it out. All I've really got to do is prep my potatoes. I prick them with a fork once they're washed and dried and rub oil all over and sprinkle with salt. Transfer to a baking sheet lined with foil and bake for 45 minutes to an hour until tender and cooked all the way through. In the meantime, I make my mango side salad. Toss together drained and rinsed corn and black beans, chopped mango, red bell pepper, red onion, chopped spinach, cilantro, cumin, salt, avocado oil, and the juice of 1 lemon. So easy and so much flavor from these fresh whole foods. When the potatoes are out of the oven, I cut them lengthwise from end to end and carefully push the ends toward the center to make it pop open. You can store everything for the week so it's ready to go meal prepped, or go ahead and pile that baby up with the buffalo tofu mixture. Add any toppings you like. You could use ranch or blue cheese dressing, celery and carrots, or even extra buffalo sauce. The possibilities are endless. The mango side salad is super refreshing and helps to balance out the spice of the buffalo. I love this meal. It'll last 4 to 5 days in the fridge. And that's my vegetarian breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Will you make room for any of these recipes in your next meal prep? How have you been staying on track with your goals during 2018? Comment below and let me know. As I mentioned, all of these yummy recipes are from my new Vegetarian Meal Prep Recipes ebook. The ebook has 10 breakfasts, 10 lunches, 10 dinners, and 5 snacks in all for endless vegetarian and vegan meal prep combinations. I also have a new low carb meal prep recipes ebook with just as many recipes, and all of the recipes in both ebooks are gluten and dairy free. Plus, many of them are marked as Whole 30 approved, or I offer modifications whenever possible. You can get either of my new ebooks as a package with my Meal Prep A Beginner's Guide ebook to make your meal prep ultra easy and ultra efficient. You can find them and all of my other ebooks at mindovermunch.com/ebooks and use the code KICKSTART at checkout for 10% off any ebook or package of your choice. Have a great weekend. I will see you here on Monday for a special episode with a special offer that you won't want to miss. And remember, it's all a matter of mind over munch.